We've got the brand new Mazda CX-50. We are super excited to show you this model. It's the first Mazda built in the U.S. at the Huntsville, Alabama plant.
It's a shared factory with Toyota. And by the way, we're in Canada. We say Mazda. In the States, it's Mazda. Tell you what, from now on, we'll just call it the CX-50. All right, we have two cameras.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little show and tell. We'll start at the front.
This CX-50 is longer, wider, sits lower to the ground, and it offers less height. It comes standard with LED headlights. Our GT trim has the high gloss black grille, and this new color is called Zircon Sand. I think it looks quite pretty for 2023.
You know what I like? This angle here shows the headlamps and the way that the nose sticks out. It's really quite aggressive.
Comes standard with 17-inch wheels. You can get 20-inch wheels on this GT model, but there is a new trim coming out. It's called Meridian Edition. It's going to come with 18-inch wheels, all-terrain tires, and it's going to have an even more outdoor kind of look to it.
So the thing I like about this is the boxy shoulders. So it's got black cladding around the wheels that are really quite square, and then you see this sculpted plastic on the top, and the whole sort of look of this car is low and kind of flat.
It's got a nice long hood to it, and because it sits so low to the ground, it kind of looks like a station wagon.
Maybe a look of a Volvo V60 wagon in kind of a way?
Yeah, maybe, and it's got lots of black trim, accents, and there's a little bit of chrome as well. I like this boxy back end and the thin LED taillights here, and they've got some details as well on the side.
Yeah, it flares out. Like, that's the thing. The presence of this car is really quite wide. I don't know, Andrew disagrees with me. I think these tail lamps look a little bit like you know, the old Touareg in a way. But yeah, in the profile from this angle, it has a bit of a Volvo V60 cross-country kind of vibe to it, in my opinion.
As you can see, there's plenty of space. It's very long, and it sits lower, so it's easier to get your gear in and out of the vehicle.
It kind of reminds me, like it does, you know, like the long space, like a wagon. And they made a point when they showed this to us that the floor is perfectly flat, so sliding things in and out of there. But this is just a five-seater, two-row, and there's a spare tire under there. That's welcome. But this is also designed for loading things on the roof. So close that up, Andrea. Let's open the back door here. Now, the one thing that's neat about this, these doors open to 90 degrees. Pull it all the way open.
That's a wide door.
Yeah, wide door. Now show
and
why.
And one of the reasons why they have reduced the height is so when you put a pop-up tent up here, it's a little bit easier to get in and out, or if I've got a kayak or bikes.
Or skis or anything.
Anything. So they've made it a little bit lower. So once again, access to the top is much easier. You can actually put a pop-up tent here with 3 people sleeping inside. It can handle that weight.
All right, let's pop the hood, show the engine.
We've got the turbo, the 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with a 6-speed automatic transmission. It has 256 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque on premium fuel. You put regular fuel in that, you're going to get a little less power. You're going to get 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. Of course, there's a base engine.
Yeah, the base engine is basically this engine, but not turbocharged. So it's the 2.5 liter Skyactiv engine without the turbocharging.
That's 187 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. I like the more power in the turbo.
All right, Andrea, close the hood. Let's get inside. We want to show the inside. It's really quite nice. So we're really lucky because we're the first journalists in North America to get to look at this, touch it, feel it, and drive it. However, there is an embargo on driving impressions till the 28th of March. So if you're getting a sneak peek at this now, welcome to the tour.
You just have to be a little patient. The CX-50 has been marketed as an outdoor crossover so that you can comfortably head into the outdoors on those cottage trails, but also have the driving dynamics in the city that you would expect from this vehicle.
So the CX-5 has 8 inches of ground clearance.
Yep.
This gets 8.6. So
Yeah.
it's not a massive difference, just over half an inch more. So what I'm showing here is the new drive system. What is this?
This is MI Drive. It has an off-road mode, a sport mode, and also for towing. You can tow up to 3,500 pounds. We towed a 3,200 pound Airstream. So the turbo engines can tow 3,500 pounds and the non-turbo 2,000 pounds. This comes standard now with all-wheel drive and a full suite of Mazda safety features.
Mazda. All right, let's talk about the inside. Now, one of the things about this brand is that they have what they call the premium, or a Mazda or Mazda premium. So they try to make vehicles that compete not only with mainline cars like Toyotas and Hondas and so on, but also compete with higher end vehicles. And in the presentation they did today, they actually referenced the Acura RDX. And they also referenced the new NX from Lexus. And this vehicle is less money than those, but the interior in here, I don't know, Andrea, it kind of competes, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh, it competes. Mazda's always done a beautiful interior. This terracotta color that you can now get on the GT model, it has all of this beautiful stitching. It has a leather trimmed upholstery, and you can see by the dash it's kind of like this baseball type stitching.
Big news, we like the 10.25 screen. But the big news is what, Andrea?
The big news is with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is standard on the CX-50, it is now a touchscreen. What?
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
So here in the center, they have their control wheel. And I like this. It's very reminiscent, I think, to the older MMI Audi system. But because Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is basically you have to hit different parts of the screen, that's why they put it in there.
So Mazda listened. Finally, at least we have a touchscreen for wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And you'll also notice that there is a beautiful panoramic sunroof. It is so bright in here. First one ever from Mazda. So I think that this is wonderful. And they listen to you. That's what you asked for.
Yeah, so they went through all of the top things that people were looking for them to change. The interesting thing was what people want is ventilated seats. I thought that was industry-wide, it was ventilated seats that people wanted. But for this brand, the number one thing they wanted was a pano roof because they didn't offer it in any of their vehicles. So you know, it starts here at CX-50. It will spread. This will be coming to more products in the future.
There are 9 trims in the US to choose from, and there will be 10 because that Meridian Edition trim is coming at the end of the year. Only 3 in Canada, with the 4th coming. In the US, that base trim is a real stripped down version, and you get an 8.8-inch screen instead of the 10.25-inch on the base trim only. After that, it becomes available. In Canada, we're getting a lot more features on our base model because it starts at just under $38,000.
So it's like 10 grand more between base model to base model.
Yeah.
But they jacked up all of the content for the Canadian market. So what are some of the highlights on the base trim here in Canada?
Leatherette trimmed upholstery, of course heated front seats, 10-way power driver's seat, a heated leather steering wheel. Mazda has a new Mazda Harmonic Acoustics 8-speaker audio system with an available Bose sound system, the panoramic sunroof, power liftgate, and 17-inch wheels.
So that's all on the Canadian base model, so very heavily equipped. So basically in Canada, you get the base model and you get the GT. So what's on the GT?
The Bose sound system, navigation, a 360 view monitor, front and rear parking sensors, a wireless phone charger, power passenger seat, leather seating surfaces in black or this unique terracotta color, and a 2-position driver's seat memory, which is linked with the exterior mirrors, ventilated front seats, and heated rear seats. Here are some highlights for our US viewers. On that base model, you get the 8.8-inch display, and 1 up from the base is where you'll find the 10.25-inch display. 2 up from the base model on the preferred package gets you the power liftgate and a power driver's seat. The Preferred Plus trim, you get a panoramic moonroof. Premium package gets you the Bose sound system, a power passenger seat, and leather seating surfaces. Premium Plus will get you the 20-inch wheels, automatic power folding side mirrors, ventilated front seats, and a head-up display. And the Turbo is where you'll find the terracotta interior, and the Turbo Premium package, heated steering wheel and ventilated front seats. And your top trim is where you'll find heated rear seats and the wireless charger.
So let's touch on space. You definitely notice when you get in this versus the CX-5, the width of this new model. So it isn't based on the same platform, it's on a new platform, so it's wider, you notice that. But you also notice the roof is lower. We showed you that on the outside, and it feels a little bit lower, and you sit kind of low as well. It feels more like a car. One thing I'll notice though is the belt line is quite high. So putting your, like I like to drive like this, it's not comfortable. It's too high. So that's something to consider.
What are the seats feeling like? Are they as firm as the CX-5? They feel more cushioned. I think that they're more comfortable.
And there is a lot of space side to side. We mentioned that already. They gave us more legroom up front. More cargo space, but the back seat about the same.
About the same, maybe half an inch more in the back seat. That's about it.
So that's our quick tour of the CX-50. As we mentioned, this is just a quick first look. We are not allowed to share any driving impressions yet. If you're watching this after the 28th, of course, there'll be another video on it. We'll give you all the impressions we have of driving it.
And you know what? We would love you to subscribe to the channel. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop. And if you want a sneak peek of what's going on the channel, follow me at Motormouth_Andrea on Instagram. I let everybody know when all the videos are dropping.
All right, so there you go. It's the CX-50 made by Mazda in America and Mazda in Canada. Thanks for watching.